Hi everyone, sorry about that. My hair's sticking out all over the place. These glasses just pull it out. How are all my fellow travelers today? Well, I know it's only been a minute, but I thought I'd read a little something here. This is called Night Skirmish, and it's written in stanzas, verse. It's 4 stanzas long. And this is actually something that happened to me. Now, I should say, I do like bats. I think bats are pretty cool. And they're really interesting, especially their anatomy and all that. But I appreciate them kind of the way I appreciate big hairy spiders. I appreciate them outside. Okay, now let's get started. Night Skirmish, Part 1. Screened windows opened wide catch a June breeze as it pushes through the half-closed blinds hung above the bed. It blows midnight kisses across the sleeping woman. The sheet draped over her belly, swimming in boxers and a t-shirt, like a life raft. 2 hairy sailors, in the guise of dogs, vie for deck space at her exposed feet, stretched as far as their diminutive little bodies would allow, all adrift on nocturnal seas. Part 2. Midnight dreams float in their everyday manner above the bed, peaceful, familiar. Blinds gently tapping, the rhythm of the night. A light in the hall left on, forgotten, reaches out and under the cracks around the half-open door to entice bugs and other things from outside who vociferously try to get in. One succeeds. The woman wakes to a clamorous din in the blinds above her head. She and her companions stir from their deep halcyon dreams, confused. She reaches for a lamp as a winged missile of soft fur grazes her hand. The lamp emits a soft light that reveals the circular path of a little brown bat. Part 3. Hairy little sailors, bravery tattooed on their hearts, dog tags around their necks, scupper from the room. They leave the captain in t-shirt and boxers flat on her back, terrified and alone. Attempts are made to abandon ship, but upon sitting up, she receives a blow to the head. Twice. Damn and blast. Nothing has as much power over a woman than a 3-inch bat flying circles above her head. Dizzy, fearful, she becomes a snake slithering backwards onto the floor. Feet first, rolling over out the door. The light source diminished, a small thump is the last sound that is heard as they abandon ship. Part 4. After a brief repose, 4 days actually, and tired of being docked in the living room, a plan of attack is formed. The 3-inch flying Leviathan would be whacked. Sorry, Dora. Knocked out, caught in a jar, and released outside. A sound plan, to be sure. A quick sweep of the room is made. Nothing. An in-depth search. Nothing. Under the bed? No. In the closet? No. Hanging from the ceiling fan? Still no. The ferocious beast wasn't to be found. Is the crisis over? Are the straits not dire? What a curious state of affairs. She cleans and freshens the room, still checking the view over her shoulder. Blinds broken, mangled, evidence of perilous battle, are removed to reveal an almost 2-inch drop at the top of the double-hung window. That's the story. It was like June, and my husband at the time was working out of town, and I had 2 little Yorkies that used to sleep up on the bed with me, and I usually slept in t-shirt and underwear, like a lot of people. Sound asleep, breeze blowing over me, ceiling fan going, and sure enough, it happened just as I wrote. This bat came in. Scared the living hell out of me. Those dogs, I'll have you know, did not even wait to find out what that was. It was like they heard the sound, up popped their ears, and out they ran. Never once did they stop to look to see what was flying around, what was in the room, what was going on with Mama. They didn't care. They were gone. And I could not get out of that bed. Every time I sat up, bam, right in the head. So I kind of slid out under the sheets, the sheet, off the bed onto the floor, and pretty much slithered. I was afraid to stand out the door, and I turned that hall light out there on the way down the steps. But I did not go in that room again for, it was 4 days before I went back into that bedroom. I know it sounds silly, but damn if I was going to get that thing caught in my hair or get bit or have rabies or whatever. I was not going to encounter that bat if I didn't have to. I actually called somebody. I was calling around to see if there was anyone who could come up and get that thing out of the room. Of course, nobody. There's exterminators, but there's nobody who catches bats. But apparently it found its way out. Or either that or it got stuck somewhere and died. I never found it. But, things happen. I will always remember that. Okay, I guess I will see you again tomorrow. Take care. And don't let the bats get you.